Hi guys. So for our class, like I mentioned when we were in school 2 days ago, we are going to be finishing up our cover letters and our resumes for the first part of this time that we're away. Ooh, look at that. I hope you guys are having a good break. Miss y'all terribly. Um, I've been playing around with lots of technology. Hopefully, you guys have been too. Hopefully, things aren't too heavy on you. And hopefully, this comes as kind of a review of things that we've already been working on. Okay, so here's the cover letters and resumes. The main thing that we want to make sure we do, I know a lot of you have already done this, is make sure that you're sharing whatever you're working on with me. So whether that be your cover letter, your resume, the resume writing PowerPoint, which a lot of us have already shared, make sure you come down to that share button if you're on Google Docs and click share, and then just put in my email, which is C Bateman, and it should pop up. If you haven't done that, or if you're working on Canva or one of those other things, make sure you do share it with me and I can give you edits just through email and then send it back to you so you can edit it. But we want to make sure that we're all up to date so that when we show back up to school, that all of this is done and we've made sure that it looks nice. Okay. So for our cover letter, I've kind of just written words of things that I've been saying throughout planning it. So number one is we want to have that cover letter worksheet. If you don't have that, I did post it on Google Classroom. It should look like this. And when you're doing that, I really want to make sure, don't overthink this. Use it as a guide to writing your cover letter. And again, when we're making that, we want to make sure that we are basing it off of a real job listing that we found online. Okay. Um, Once you do that, you're going to make a blank Google Doc and then just use a format similar to this where you're putting the address up there. And then from there, you can start using that planning sheet to really help you write it. So I think the first thing is who's the contact. That's what you would put right here. From there, it says, I think, what job are you interested in? You would say, I'm interested in the job of whatever, and go from there. So use that to help you write out that cover letter. Um, Once it's all done, again, make sure you have shared it with me and then resolve any comments I leave. So I'll start going through probably today or tomorrow and leaving comments. Make sure you're adding the comments on there. Here's my pointer again. Make sure you're looking at the comments I leave, hit resolve when you've answered them so that I can see that you've done it, and I'll check back over it again after. For your resume, make sure you've done that resume writing PowerPoint on Google Docs. A lot of us started that already. That's a really good outline for you. Once you do that, go to Google Docs. If you haven't started your resume, if you already started your resume, you don't need to worry about this. But for those of you who haven't, if you go to Google Docs here and we go under Template Gallery, that'll give us under General here. If we scroll down, it gives us a whole bunch of resume options. Go ahead and choose one, and then from there you can start to format it based on how you would like it. Again, keep in mind, some things in here, like maybe skills you don't want, or awards you don't want, but maybe I'll change that to my references. So that's editable, that's on purpose. So make a template and then follow the writing guide that we've already made to fill in the information. One thing I really want to make sure you do is on there, it needs to include your personal information, experiences, activities, or skills. So these are jobs, these are volunteering, these are skills you have. There needs to be a total of 5, and it can be from any category. So you don't need 5 in experiences, activities, 5 in skills. All across the board, you should have 5 things on that resume that kind of tell us more about you. Then we have our education and then our references. Please don't forget to put in references on all those templates. It does not include them, but that's something we want to include. Lastly, again, make sure you're resolving any comments left by me. I hope you guys find this helpful. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me, and I'm happy to help through Google Classroom or through Google Hangouts. Miss you guys. See you soon. Adios.